Hi, how are you? I woke up to a complete chaos because of Jungkook. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get rid of something on my screen. Okay, how are you? As you know, I wake up. I sleep very late, like almost morning, just before sunset. And when I woke up, it was just complete chaos on my timeline. My dog is here, so give me 1 second. I'm gonna get him. Come here. You say hi first, baby. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. Say hi. You can lie down now. Your job of being cute is over. Hi, everybody. Okay. Let me say hi to everybody before you. I'm sure that you all are worried or maybe not worried, just having fun. Okay. Huh. Okay. You want that? Okay. Let's say hi to everyone. Fire Butterfly, Angel Star, Leia, Robin, Dodger Girl, Hanako Grace, iCarmi, Mo9, Nadira, Jax, Leia Warburton, Carol, Hanako Grace. Let me close some stuff. Let me close some stuff. Okay. Maritz, Lisa Parker, Robin Bryce, Fire Butterfly, Christy, BTS 7 plus 1, Portia Lyle, Iris, Arliss, A. Brown, Bo Mac, CMB Family, Taryn, OSP, Jazzy, Seda Jasmine. Hi. Hello, everybody. How are you? Were you able to watch Jungkook's live stream? Okay. Let me check something. Do you hear me okay? Am I coming to you? Okay. Give me 1 second. I am checking something. Okay. Coogie, hello, Dodger Girl on Twitch. You sound good. Okay, Dodger Girl is on Twitch. Coogie is also on Twitch. Angel Star is on Twitch. Louisa, can hear you great, Fairlane. Okay, perfect. Because I forgot to turn on my podcast device, and sometimes when I forget it, it doesn't. And I turn it on, it doesn't pick it up. The system doesn't pick it up. So usually I have to turn it on first, the podcast device, and then turn on the live stream. Okay. So it's a lot has happened. I usually sleep like just before sunset or right after sunset. So when I woke up, the life was in chaos. Like my timeline was in chaos because of Jungkook. But then I also Lorena is on Twitch. But I also saw that there were a lot of people that were actually helping in clarifying and correcting some of the uh, like the narratives that are going on, mistranslations that are going a lot around on social media. So I'm thankful for those people. I also did ask my friend to listen to it. Luckily, he was actually on his way to San Diego for a case. He's a lawyer, and but he's a native. I mean, he was born and raised in Korea. So I did ask him to listen to the live stream while I was driving, so he was able to give me some clarification and some stuff, but also I'm going to do a more detailed one on the Friday live stream. I do not have a Friday live stream this coming Friday, but I will next Friday. So Amy C, hello, Jasmine, but I'm going to talk about a little bit of it today. some of the things that he quickly sort of noted. I also before he listened to it, I also asked him for some clarifications on some of the sections that are like commonly being mistranslated online. So he did clarify some stuff. But a lot of it, I'm just going to be talking. So I'll give you some of it, some of the things that he mentioned, but more of it I'm going to do on the Friday live stream. Okay. Kugi, Jasmine, Seda, Amy C, Robin Carr. Hello, everybody. Okay, let's just give people maybe one more minute to come in, to start coming in. Um, on Twitch, I sound good. Okay, perfect. Yeah, CMB family, just looking for someone asked a question, so I'm looking for that. One second. Buenas tardes, chica. Buenas tardes. Hi, Amy C. Pookie, Pookie Cookie. He was so adorable, don't you think? I really love his, like he was so loose. He was so spontaneous, and I love when he does that. It means it just shows, it goes to show how comfortable and secure he is with armies to actually be able to just go on live when he's tipsy. I love hearing the voices of his friend and his brother. My gosh, his brother sounds so good, or at least the one that I think is singing, his brother. So he sounds so good. I mean, th- just great. Did anyone watch Gino's live about Jungkook? Kugi is asking. Okay, I haven't. As you know, I try to avoid watching any other content creators that primarily talks about BTS because I don't want to get influenced by their content. I'm highly insecure, so um okay, Doll Baby, Pia, Leah Warburton, A Brown, Coogie, I did. Gino is hilarious, he said. So Dodger Girl said she did. Carol Faye said she didn't. Okay. So I did ask my friend, as I've mentioned, how we should interpret basically some of the overall tone of his live stream. And my friend was actually, he's not a fan of BTS. So I mean, he does not hate BTS. It's just not a fan of like pop music in general. He's more into rock, so K rock, and he actually listens to trot. They listen to trot more than they listen to pop. That's just in general. Even Western pop, they don't listen to those much. They're really into rock and like hip hop, like underground hip hop. So they only listen to the things that I ask them to listen to, or translate things that I ask them to translate, but they're not like fanatics. So too bad didn't get to see JK's brother. I know. Well, that's for his own good, I think. I think that's a conscious decision for him to not show himself. But he sounds so good. He sounds so good. And it's actually one of the things that I really love about that is just knowing that they are there for JK. Like there's actually someone who's living with him right now that he can spend time with when he is tired, because I can't imagine that the other members would have any time to unwind, like to go out of their way and unwind with each other because they're all so busy. And he said that February was so busy for him. He didn't even have the time to actually go to the dermatologist for his skin and for his scalp treatment. So so I'm glad that they're actually there. I'm not quite sure if his brother lives with him, but his other friend does, the one that's from Busan. Calvin Choi. He gave his name Calvin Choi. Okay. Jungkook and his brother have familia. Yeah. Harmony. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. So I did ask my friend, like, how should we listen to this in general? And he said it's like, number one, he did not deny that he's actually tipsy. So it's like, you should listen to him as you would an endearing friend who's actually tipsy and tired and is just trying to sneak in a couple of hours to unwind with you. That's basically it. Were there two people with JK? Was his biological brother? Yes. So one is the friend from Busan. I guess this is the same friend that was also in his previous live stream when he cooked pasta. I think it's the same friend. and he has been a friend of. He's like a childhood friend. According to Jungkook, they've been friends since he was in Busan. He lives in Busan. So so he's and then the other one is his brother, and he confirmed it when he said that you already know him. He's the guy who's good at drawing. So that's him. He's old school friend, yeah, childhood friend. So that's basically the overall tone of his life. Like even my friend was like, he said when he was listening to it, he was listening to him on his way to San Diego. So he was driving, and he kept on laughing because it felt like he was just he was just a tipsy friend trying to have fun, and that's how it should be read. A lot of people are like putting too much into it. When even JK said, he himself said that we shouldn't take his words out of context, and we should be careful in what we say about it on social media. And so my friend was like, it's all positive. Like for sure he's tired, for sure he's pressured, probably really missing performance to perform, like eager to perform already. But there's nothing negative about what he said. So as I've said, he's a local. He was born and raised in Korea. So, the advantage I have with him is that because he has been in the U.S. for I guess more than 20 years now, he kind of knows how to translate select sensitive things to me by now. Like you know how translators are almost always they're almost always more fluent in one language and one culture than the other, and sometimes even like the best translators because of that would miss some things. So my advantage with my friends is that because they've been here so long, they know how to make something sound local, like translated in a way that would be closest to what the speaker is actually intending to say. And because they know me so well, they know exactly the things that I would be interested in. So that's my advantage with him. So so that's essentially what he said. Like it's a like he's listen to him like you would um like a tipsy friend who's just tired and probably pressured and probably really eager to go back to the stage and just trying to unwind. So, alcohol does amplify a lot of things. It exaggerates a lot of things. It makes you say things that you know you shouldn't be saying. But even in those loose moments, even the alcohol, he speaks still so highly of his fans, of his job, of his company, and of his life. So that's the like if there's anything according to my friend, if there's anything that I should take away from that live stream, it is that even in his tipsy, tired self, he still spoke so highly and so endearingly of his fans, his job, his company, and his life. Okay, hi Tara, hello. Okay, so let's go through some things about that live stream. He after the live stream, he actually responded to more comments on social media, and I think he also has been leaving some comments on IG, but I haven't verified that part. I just saw someone on X actually sent to me an alleged response that he left on one post. So I'll check on that later. But he did definitely responded to some people on Weavers. So that this is one response. This person I think wrote it in Korean. So the person said, I'm not good at Korean, so I send it using a translator. I want this heart to be conveyed to you. I've changed a lot myself over time. I've always lived thinking about you in the process. Now I'm a college student and I'm majoring in education. We will have a good influence on blah, 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 blah. And then he responded, that's so cool. I will be more mature too. The funny thing is that because the PFP, the profile picture of the person is Jkook, she got reported. So they took down his account, her account or his account, I don't know. Um, or at least they forced him or her to change her PFP, but I feel bad for her. Okay. So and then he also okay, so these are some of the common mistranslations that are going around. There's someone who sort of editorialized, or I guess I don't know what it is, but This person said, okay, Jungkook revealed that he's frustrated, said he's tired of being used. So this is one of the, like, yeah, one of the posts that has been going around. Jungkook revealed that he's frustrated, said he's tired of being used, and he wanted to be honest and say everything, but unfortunately he can't because of the company. Mentioned that he used to smoke and quit after a lot of effort. Thanked the armies for watching his live. He did not say that. He didn't even imply it. So the word frustrated um are so, like, the word frustrated is so nuanced in South Korea. Um but he did not say that he wanted to say some things but couldn't because he's being prohibited by the company. That is certainly not what he said. And he didn't say that he's being used and stuff like that. No. That statement was definitely taken out of context. He never said those things. That it is the interpretation of the person, unfortunately, because it supports their victim narrative, which a lot of people like. A lot of people believe it. They think that that's what he really meant. He did not mean that. Okay. That's such a twisting of his words. Very much so. Very, very much so. And this is after he himself said to be careful on how he interprets and how we were going to interpret and repost his live stream. Um, so this is actually one of the, so someone translated this, and this translator is pretty, like, a lot of people follow him because of his translations. But again, there's literal translation of it, of their words, is one thing, but there's always context, and this is what was missing when he posted this, which he explained later. Okay, so this is the most, I think, the most controversial part. So he said, honestly, if it wasn't for the company, I would have said everything. But if that happens, the company will be trashed. It's not the company's fault, guys. They're neutral. Don't hate the company is really good. So there's a literal word for word translation, and then there's context, because you can't, there's a language has a lot of nuance, right? I'm sure you know that, even English. So it it seemed like he's saying that if he says something, he's going to expose the company, and the company is going to be trashed or hated or whatever. It sounded like that. He did not mean it that way. um he What he was trying to say is that, oh, he was saying, like, oh, I want to say everything, but I'm thinking about what the company's opinion or advice. And he suddenly catches himself and said, oh wait, you might trash the company, you might hate the company for what I just said, for what I just implied. And he said, no, they're not, the company is not bad, they're actually just protecting us, is what he tried to say. Don't hate the company is really good. Okay. Nessa, can you all see? Yes, we can see you, Nessa. So no, he didn't say that if he says something, he's going to expose the company and the company is going to be trashed. He caught himself. He was saying, oh, I would have just said anything if it wasn't for the company. Oh wait, because of what I said, you might think that you're going to trash the company. And he said, don't, no, don't. It's not their fault. They're just protecting us. Don't hate the company. The company is really good. Okay, that's what he meant. So his translation is actually accurate, but it does not provide the context. Because when you're writing something out, tone don't survive it. Context does not survive. So because this guy or person or girl, I don't know, she does live translation because she or he is quick. Often he is unable to provide context because it's just trying to catch up with what the person is saying. Okay. So, but do know that that's what Jungkook meant. And if you watch him live, you will see, oh, he caught himself. The minute that he said, if it wasn't for the company, I would have said everything. He caught himself. It's like, oh wait. You're gonna think you're gonna trash the company just because of what I said. Said, no, 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 guys, it's not it. That's not it. They're actually just trying to protect us. She didn't type the pause. She didn't type the pause, and she didn't provide the context. There's no, it's just no context at all. And as I've said, I'm not saying that it's a trashy translation. She or he was trying to be quick because he was doing live translation, and also do imp- so he couldn't or she couldn't really provide any kind of explanation, which she explained later on this translator. Is live chat working again? Yes, Warren, it's working again. Okay. And then this is another thing. So he said, and this is how it was translated by live translators. I've always wanted to be honest with armies, for real honesty. Honestly, if it weren't for the company, I probably would have said everything. Or if I say it this way, it doesn't make the company look garbage. The company didn't do anything wrong. The company always stays neutral. They've always looked after us like this. So I'm really grateful to them because they're the people who catch the things that I or we miss. Please don't hate the company too much. The company is really great. Okay, so that's another way they translated it. Still does not capture what he actually meant. Okay. Um, Bangi Luna. I see you now, Bangi Luna. Hello. I think this is the first time that people saw you. Um, so after that, so all of these translations were going on, and this is another post. I can't remember if it was Facebook or X, but it gained a lot of traction. So this person said it seems he was carrying a very suffocating, anxious feelings on his chest. And yet, Jungkook-san came to confide in me without trying to hide it all. So remember, this is being translated from Japanese. While saying that tomorrow the company and the members would probably say something to him, his desire remain honest came through strongly. So it what there is no indication that he is feeling suffocated, and the anxious feeling, at least from what he implied, is coming from the fact that he's all of them are tired from the rehearsals, the schedules, and they just really want to go back into performing. That's what he's trying to imply. But again, this is what's going around. Okay. Um Next. Jungkook seems to be this is another interpretation or translation that's going around. So I'm just trying to give you an idea on how fast these mistranslations are going around. Um Maybe suffocating anxious is being lost in translation. He is just Fairlane, are you seeing our texts? Yes, I'm seeing your text. Nadira, I'm seeing your text. The live stream is not on Weavers. Yes, I'm seeing. Are there concerns that I'm not seeing you? Are you asking questions? He deleted the live stream on Weavers. The last time I looked, it was still there. Okay, I'm checking. It was deleted. The live stream was deleted from Weavers. JK live is not uploaded on Weavers. He said that he might delete the lights. He did say that in the live stream. Yeah, it's gone now. Yeah, he did say that he might actually delete the live stream. Yes, I saw that he deleted it. Yep, it's gone. Comments are disappearing. Comments on he could not. He deleted it. He did say that he might delete it after. He did say that. So he probably deleted it. But so I would just encourage everybody to not repost. If you see just don't repost. He deleted it for a reason. He doesn't want it there. So he did say it, but he knows it's live on YouTube. He mentioned it during the live. He was probably nervous. Probably, yeah. I mean, he was tipsy. Okay. So but it's already on YouTube, correct? It's already on YouTube. Okay. So this is another translation or another interpretation that's actually going around and getting a lot of traction. Jungkook seems bothered about something he can't publicly share. He sounds frustrated and quietly disappointed, like he's fighting a battle on his own. The fact that Jungkook admitted he's having trouble sleeping says everything. Whatever he's dealing with, he's facing it silently, and that's a part that breaks my heart. I just want him to be happy. He never said he's not happy. As I've said, the word frustrated has a lot of nuance in the way that he used it. I'm going to talk about it in my Friday live stream, but he did not show any kind of indication that he's bothered. He's tired. He probably is frustrated with all the preparations that they're doing. He's a perfectionist. I don't know. But my point is that this person just put her own spin on what he said. So, and because it feeds on their victim narrative, they're actually supporting it. He looked like he was having so much fun. That is actually so for those who missed it in the when I asked my friend, that I have a tight community here in Korea, and I asked him to listen to the entire live stream, and luckily he was driving on his way to Korea. Sorry, on his way to San Diego, and that's actually what he said. He said it was fun. It's like listening to a tipsy friend who's really tired and just trying to sneak like 2 hours of like a night out with you to unwind. So no, he it was like that's how you should listen to it. And number 2, we should also really respect what he said, that he would want us to be careful in how we're going to be reposting it, how we're going to be reinterpreting it. So yeah. The like that this friend, I like actually asking this friend, this community that I have in I like asking them to listen to and actually translate them for me. Listen to BTS contents because they're so unbothered by everything. They're objective because they're not really a fan. So they don't have a skin in the game. They don't have they don't have a dog in the fight. So for them, it's like whatever they hear, they just convey to me. They don't really care. So when he said that, I know he was telling the truth that it actually Jungkook actually sounded fun, like he was having fun. He was actually having a good time. And sure, alcohol may be a part of it, but that's part of it. It's just the entire live stream was fun. Okay, I need a hide and go seek game at Jungkook's house with Tang. I love tipsy Jungkook. His cursing and middle fingers, it was so real and unbothered. And we all know that they curse a lot. I mean, they even curse at each other. Friends curse at each other, right? It depends on whether or not you actually mean it maliciously. Okay. And here's another one. International armies taking over Weverse right now, and Jungkook seeing every single post, humanizing him, encouraging him to live by his own terms, making sure he knows this is his safety net, always healed. Okay, so this is the interpretation of the person that's posting. He did not specifically say that he's actually seeing the comments of international armies and he's glad that he's being humanized. He probably is. He did not say it. Okay. So again, clarification. I didn't want them to be false idols. Bang said I wanted to create a BTS that could become a close friend. Bang Shiyuk from GQ article. JK was real, and I appreciate that. Very, very real. Okay, so these are some of the. I think we should really concentrate on the good things that we got out of this live stream. So I want to highlight on that, and I would encourage everybody to just if you're going to say something about the live stream, I think these are some of the talking points that we can hype on because we know he said this and these are really good things because it refers to their art. Number one is that he said that right after the live stream, not right after, he said he has about 4 hours of sleep and then he needs to go to a schedule and that he's going to be singing. And he said, oh, maybe Armies doesn't know yet by now, but you will know eventually. So I think it's probably a live performance that he's going to be doing. Um, Maybe it's a solo activity. Maybe it's with a group. I'm thinking it's probably with a group. They have done this before many times where they will actually sing live, perform their songs live. So it could be it. So I'm looking forward to it. Whatever that may be, it could be a solo thing or it could be for a group. but I'm really looking forward to a live performance from them. I think one of the things that I kinda am anticipating is how their voices have evolved. And this is true for the vocal line and also for the rap line. Because I do think 4 years of like your journey outside of the art, that's going to affect how, for example, for the rap line, it's going to affect their flow on how they deliver things. So, and then of course their voices will change as well. And we know that the vocal line has also done their own work. So for example, we know that Jimin has said that he's been taking vocal lessons and Jungkook said that he's quit smoking. All of those things will affect their vocal cords. And again, that experience in the army, I think that's just going to change how they would interpret things and deliver their lines. So I'm really, really looking forward to it. He did give yeah, he gave so many spoilers. I actually am tempted to like do a before and after. I'm looking for a voice coach and just to see like yeah, voice coach. And see just to really hone in on how their voices will be changing from the last one from 4 years ago to the current one. So looking forward to this. If this is a live performance, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Um, he did say that he is aware that his words often get misinterpreted. So he asked us to be responsible on how he posts it, on how we're going to be posting it, translating it, and interpreting what he said. So I want number one, I want to concentrate on the fact that he, instead of telling armies to not do it, he's actually telling armies just be responsible. So it all just shows his awareness. He knows what people do with his lines or with his live streams or what he says and what he does. And yet he continues to be open. So I want to concentrate on that fact. I know that it only goes to show just how much he trusts armies. So I hope that we repay that by being responsible as well with our words. Um okay. Next, didn't he say they did an MV? Yeah, actually. So this part when he said, I guess I was frustrated. I don't know. He said I don't know so many times in the entire live stream. So I think part of it is that there's a lot of things he probably wants to say that he just didn't have the words to like he didn't have the vocabulary, not really vocabulary. Maybe you do remember that he is tipsy, right? And actually my friend emphasize that it's kind of course harder to find the right words when you're tipsy. Like there's a lot of emotions that you want to express, couldn't find the right words primarily because alcohol is getting in the way. So the word frustrated carries way more nuance in Korean in their own language. So and also do remember that he's coming from the fact he mentioned that he's really tired because February has been so busy for him, and he said that he's going to be even busier for March. So take it from that context. So when he said, "Oh, I'm frustrated," it's not just because I'm just frustrated about life in general. It's because he's frustrated about the schedule, but he's not complaining about it. It's just a reality. Like when you are busy and you say, "I'm tired," it's not because you're complaining. It's just the fact that you're tired. So I hope that's clear. And yes, he did mention that he said, "Oh, if it was just RM, he would have like been able to or like exactly convey what he wants to say. But do remember he's tipsy. So that also gets in the way. Um X should be boycotted. Toxic solos would push the victim narratives. Haters are just hating. And he was clearly tipsy. That affected the whole live. He was unwinding, boycott the whole of X. I wish we can all do you want to go down, baby? Okay. Okay. Say bye bye. Say bye. Say bye bye. Okay. Okay. Bangi Luna said this chat is acting weird. I can see some people. I can see you, Bangi Luna. Can you all respond to Bangi Luna and tell her if you actually see her her chat? Okay. So yeah, he's under the bed now. Warren said people are complaining about it on social media. There is definitely a problem with YouTube chat. Okay, so Bangi Luna, people are saying hi to you, like Fire Butterfly, Warren. Let me know if you're seeing their response. Jazzy said she sees you. Okay, BTS 7 plus 1. So let us know if you're seeing people. Okay, Amy C said that she sees your chat. Seda said she cannot see you, Bangi Luna. Carl Faye sees you. Okay. So complaining about it on social media. So okay, so that's for the frustrated part. So it carries a lot of like nuance in the language. So do take it from consider that he said that that February has been so busy for them. So he's saying that he's frustrated because of the busy schedule, but it does not necessarily mean that he is actually complaining. It's just stating a fact. The same way we would feel tired if we're busy. When we say we're tired, it's not necessarily because we're complaining. It's just because that's a fact. Okay. Bangi Luna, can you respond? Are you seeing their responses to you? Okay. I also am very happy that he quit smoking and he said that. And I think that should be encouraged. In general, I don't care if people are smoking. I mean, it's their lungs, it's not mine. And for as long as they're not asking me to pay for their cigarettes or blowing it on my face, I am good. But I still think that it's a good thing that he actually quit. um, okay, Bang Luna said that she sees some responses. So I still think that it's good that he quits because it's going to be good for his voice. It's going to be good for his health overall. So yes, I do applaud that. There are a lot of armies who just sound like, no, you should encourage him to smoke. Like, what the heck? When do you ever encourage a bad habit? And he knows it's a bad habit. That said, if he does decide to go back to smoking, it's really none of our business. It's his body. But I do think that he should be applauded for the fact that he is doing it because that's going to be healthier for him. My father was a smoker since he was a in high school. I never liked smoking. There was a time when we were actually going to pitch to Philip Morris. It's a tobacco company. And I just bowed out. And it's actually ended up being one of the biggest account that we could have had. But I couldn't do it because it's just against my values. I'm very, very neutral when it comes to business. I really am able to separate what's business and personal. But because I have just come to just really hate smoking. I That was the only time in my career when I actually said no to a project. The only time that I said no to a project. So I think he should be commended for quitting. It's going to be good for his voice. He has a golden voice and he wants to stay in the game for a really long time. So taking care of it would actually really be good. And I know the struggles of quitting because I've seen so many people try to do it and many have actually failed. So it only speaks of his discipline, of his self-control to actually be able to do it. He did say that he used to smoke a lot. So I'm gonna take it that he was a heavy smoker. And so for him to be able to quit now, and it seems that his friend was actually smoking in the same room and he isn't smoking. So kudos to him. I think that should be praised. Okay. But again, if he does decide to smoke again, that is none of our business. For as long as he's not blowing it in our faces, he's not asking us to pay for his cigarette, his business and his alone. Okay. Sugar, he said sugar was better than cigarettes. Well, it's like he he loves eating. So I have absolutely no doubt that one of the ways that he was able to quit was through sugar. I think talking about quitting smoking should be encouraged. It's not easy. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen friends who's actually done it. One of the so I this Korean community that I have. As you know, there are five of them that are friends since since childhood, and all of them actually used to smoke, and then one by one they started quitting. So I saw the struggle, like real struggle, and some of them did it better than the others. The one that constantly helps me in translation, he did cold turkey. He just woke up one day and he decided, and there was absolutely no indication he was going to do it. So he just cold turkey. He just woke up one day, decided to flush and just to burn all the cigarettes that he had and did not smoke. But there were days, according to some of his friends, that he was actually shaking. Addiction is a real thing, and cigarette is an addiction. So fire butterfly, I smoked for 20 years and quit over a period of time. Congratulations. So I think that's one thing that you should be praised. I think he did well for himself, for his body. But as I've said, if he does decide to go back to smoking, that is none of our business. Okay. Um, he was enjoying his Chupa Chups. I think armies were enjoying it too. He did say, so this part, if it wasn't for the company, it was really taken out of context. Jungkook immediately clarified that what he was talking about right after that. So as I've said, what he was actually implying was that, oh, wait a minute, because of what I said, you're gonna think that the company should garbage or trash. That's not what he meant. That's what he meant. He was like, oh, wait a minute. I think I phrased it the wrong way, but he did not mean that the company is going to be exposed if he does decide to just say everything that he wanted to say. Okay, just in time for BTS. Um, Wait a minute. Okay, so yes, he's an adult and knows what to do. Yeah, I am glad that he quits too. Yeah, I'm really, really happy that he did. I hope they all do, like all the other smokers. I hope they all quit. Um, they take care of us like this. So what he was actually trying to say was that in situations like this, where they are a little bit looser and a little bit more careless, I think, one of the things that I've come to realize is that because of there's this notion that people should just say whatever it is that they want to say in live TV or online with no filter, which I absolutely discourage. Just because you feel it doesn't mean that you should say it, and that goes for everybody, not just for idols, not just for celebrities, just for everybody. Not everything in your head should be broadcasted out loud. You may be able to say it in a group of in the company of your friends or your family, but it doesn't mean that you should broadcast it. So idols, including or celebrities for that matter, saying that, oh, we're being advised to not say certain things, that's normal, because you shouldn't say everything that's on your head, and that goes for everybody. It does not mean that their freedom is being clipped. It just means that they're being asked to be responsible, that they're being advised to be responsible. Also, one of the most mistranslated and misconstrued meaning whenever they say, or the company asked me to do this, or the company did say whatever. uh, It's not, it doesn't mean that they are being ordered to do it. It just means they're being advised, because that's what your company is there for. Otherwise, what are they there for? They're going to be responsible if they don't advise you against things that could eventually backfire. So when he says something like this, the natural reaction is that, oh, okay, the company is actually doing their job. They're trying to advise them. They're advising them on how to filter their thoughts, because not everything in your head should be said out loud. Okay. I think it's something that we all should be aware of, because of our fans that are just trying to promote freedom for their idol. Sure, they should be allowed to say the things that they want to say, but within reason. And a lot of times, even ordinary people were unreasonable, so they should be advised. Okay. um all of us filter what we say depending on who we are with. Sadly, thoughts that don't find an outlet and only stay in your head is also harmful. Luckily, people find creativity helps. Yeah, but again, just because it is harmful to you does not mean it gives you a license to just say it if it's going to be harmful for other people too. So you actually got it right. You should find an outlet. It does, again, sure, people generally should be able to say the things that they want to say, but it has to be within reason. If you say, this is a clear example, if you think someone is ugly, it doesn't give you the right to just say it like that. You have to filter, right? I think that's just an example, just a great example of it. If you feel that someone is, my God, that person is so ugly, it doesn't give you the right to say it. So just a simple thing like that. So it is always within reason. Okay. Next. Um, Now that is a lot of coffee, I only recently upped my intake. I used to be addicted to caffeine. I used to take in about 8 a day. So I was able to cut it down to 2, sometimes 3, but it came from 8, actually 10. I don't smoke, I don't drink a lot. I would drink on, like, in a party maybe, but I'm not heavy. I can't even finish like one cocktail. I'm not a heavy drinker. I don't smoke, but I've never done kind of heavy drugs or whatever, or any kind of drugs for that matter. Just prescribed drugs, I guess. Um, but but my addiction was coffee. Okay. Um, so and then the next thing is that he did say that the music video is actually done. I would make a pot in the morning and one in the evening, and hobby, and I would drink it all. But how big is the pot? How many cups? I can't have coffee anymore. I used to drink up. I can I used to drink a pot of coffee over myself. How many cups would that be? My addiction is BTS. My addiction is BTS too. I guess my addiction is working. Um, I just, one of the things that um, y- they recently said, I think it was RM, right? I think in the last interview or live stream, was it? The GQ interview, he said that they kind of see themselves working until they're 60, being together until they're like 60s. And I kind of understand that because I've always thought that, and I'm not, okay, I'm going to finish my thought and I'm going to explain what I mean. I have come to understand what they say when they say you should find a work that you enjoy and you never have to work a single day in your life. I Now it's only not recently that I've come to understand what that is. When I say recently, meaning the last 5 years. Because when you love doing something, it isn't work, even if it is for work, meaning that's how you do your living. And I think for BTS, they really enjoy doing what they do. That's why they see themselves doing it all the way until they reach like 60s or 70s or 80s. Because I kind of feel the same way. Not a lot, but some of my friends talk about like retirement. They want to retire in 10 years and whatever because they want to do early retirement because they want to be able to enjoy, traveling and doing stuff while they're still young and healthy enough to do it. So they all want to retire early. And in my head I was like, no, I don't want to. I want to continue doing what I'm doing right now because I really enjoy it. So okay, the sidebar. Next. So MV is done. He said that MV is done. I'm so excited to see it. I'm excited to for them to actually do just release anything at this stage, but he seems to be aware that armies notice how there is a lack of the usual promo schedule that they have. But he said that they're just doing things the way that they want. So we all know that the usual cadence is that they would release a promo schedule, and then they're going to release different materials one by one. Photo shoots, photo concepts, teaser for the music video. They'll do live streams. They'll do some appearances. They'll do some interviews. That's the usual cadence. And that has been the thing that they have sort of set on stone since the beginning. But they also said that, yeah, I'm sorry, we're just going to do it our way, which is an indication that no one can tell them how they want to do, how they should be doing things. They're just doing it how they want it. So much for the narrative about BTS being dictated and how they actually do things. They don't. They do things their way. So that should, I know it's not going to put an end to this narrative about BTS being enslaved or being forced to do things, but I think he made it pretty clear. I'm sorry, we're just going to do the same things, that the things the way that we want them. So they're not following the same cadence. There were several armies who actually asked me, DM'd me on Twitter, and these are the armies that came on during the permission to dance era or dynamite era. They're asking like, is this the usual way that you do things? And I'm like, no. We used to have a very, very specific set of schedule. We just don't have it anymore, because that's the way how this is the way they want to do things. So this is what we're getting. Other groups are still doing the same thing, not them. Okay. Um, he also thanked the haters for paying him attention. Go Jungkook. So he knows that a lot of haters are actually tuning in just so they can find something to hate, and they're kind of, I that's him signaling, yep, I know that you're here. I don't care. It's your time. You're wasting it on me. So go have fun. Which I think is a badass way of dealing with haters. I wish that I wish I could he could amplify that a little bit more. He thanked the haters before, yeah. So I hope that he would keep on saying it louder, please. um, because that's really how you should. That's the only way that you should deal with haters. Just make them realize, okay, it's your time. It's your time. If you if you want to waste it on me, go ahead. Um, he also responded to people in the comment section asking him to turn off the live, and this was early in the live stream. And he was like, "Why am I? Why are you asking me to turn it off? I want to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do what I want." So, I guess time and time again, he keeps on saying it. He does what he wants to do. He does what he wants to do. He does not need the company approval. He does not care what people will say. He doesn't even care what people in the comment section says. He's going to do what he wants. So I want a screen cap that I actually will probably find a screen cap of that and just make sure that people hear it. He's going to do the things that he want to do his way. He does not care about what other people say. Okay. And I wish people would just quit it. You know, he knows what he's doing. He's going to turn it off when he wants to turn it off. He's going to start when he wants to start. Um, Now the song Wasted on Me is on my head. Viger level checked at 100% for JK's live and his sassiness. So those listen up. You have a right to decide what your choices are, and that will affect your ability to continue to support them as an artist. However, it doesn't give the right to project those prejudices, give demands to them. Exactly. Um, Nadira, thanks for all that you do. Sending army hugs to all. Thank you, Nadira. Okay. And then he also so so this was, I was trying to capture at least that scene when he showed, I think this is his brother singing. So it's probably his brother singing, because when it was his friend he didn't mind. He actually showed his friend, and his friend kind of waved on camera. He even gave his name. So I'm assuming that the person singing was actually his brother, and armies just enjoyed. Carla girl, can you see my post? I can see your post. I think you and Bangi Luna are having problems, because she also was asking earlier if people were seeing her post. But someone, was it Fire Butterfly, said that people were complaining about it on social media in other platforms, that YouTube chat are not visible, at least to some. He had some beautiful diamond rings on, a lot of diamond rings on. He's bawling. As just like what Jimin said, they're loaded. Yeah, Fairlane, can you make a short of him saying that with the all day everyday Mother May song, so we can drown out the nonsense? um a lot of this are actually so toxic solos, shippers who keep on just inventing this narrative in their head that BTS or the members or some members are actually being forced to do certain things. um Sue said he poke or thank you, hands onto his face around to see if anyone saw what he just saw. Hi, Sus. Okay, I think that's like a I don't know. That's probably a an emoji. Thank you very much. But I know that armies actually love the chupa chups. So there you go. My attitude from now on until comeback is so what? What? Do not engage. Correct. Don't engage. Okay. And then he did say at the end that he really wanted to do well for the armies, for armies. It was actually when he asked his friend and his brother to go out of the room so that he can have like a deeper talk with armies. So that's when he said like um the reason he's doing many of the things that he's doing is because he knows that people are supporting him, waiting for him. This is that part. And he did say like, so this I'm going to like put in a better perspective in my Friday live stream, but he did say something like there will be many different categories of people in the live stream. So there are armies, people that belong to armies. But he kind of wanted to say is, according to my friend, is that armies has a special place in his heart, something like that. Like you have a special place in him as a person. Um, but it's kind of like anyway. I'll do it in the Friday live stream, but it's nuanced because it's kind of saying like you're very very special, and that he wouldn't be as happy as he is now if it wasn't for armies. But there's also an indication of boundaries, which again is really very nuanced, but I'll discuss it. But the more important part, I think the one that we should all be listening to is that part when he said that um, he implied, or what he actually meant was that there's you're special, and that he wouldn't be as happy if it wasn't for armies, and that keeps him going. So despite the him being tired and the demands of the job and the things that he had to sacrifice, he's able to do all of those things because of armies, and we do have a special place in his heart. That's what he's trying to say. um okay, so we we know we are endearing to him, but yes, boundaries. This Calvin Klein ad is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Um, so yeah, so that's the nuance of this part when he was talking about it. I'll discuss it on Friday. Not this Friday, but in the next Friday live stream. So he said things that I have to do, things like this, I'm able to do it because of you. Okay. So that's the more important part. But let's set boundaries as well. Just because he keeps talking so highly of armies, just because he keeps on emphasizing how special armies are, it doesn't mean that we actually have rights over his personal life. And also do remember that he loves us as a collective, not as an individual person. So we shouldn't be going to his house demanding to be allowed in just because he said he loves armies. Not like that. We're fans and he loves us for being an army. Okay, I'm doing this because of you. That's what he said. Okay. So he did also another spin that a lot of people are saying is that he's just doing this because he wants to be famous. Nope, that's not what he meant. He's saying his motivation to push himself to become the best version of himself as a singer is the people that support him. So he's not saying that his love for the art is dependent on his fame or on the people that supporting him. He's saying that it gives him an extra motivation to push because he knows that there are people who believes in him. And also just because you want or are you treasure the support of other people does not make you um weak. It does not make you dependent on people. It just makes you appreciative and aware of the support that you're getting. Okay, my addiction is BTS, of course. Okay, there must be some pressure. There must be some pressure on them with all these huge performances. Of course. I mean, if you just look at all the predictions, economic predictions, it's going to be a 1 trillion, $2 trillion comeback. Come on. He did say this. He posted this on Weverse after, and this is the translation. The album is really not far off now. Please wait for just a little bit longer. And when we make our comeback, I'll really work hard, he said. I love you. And just a nuance. So when he said it's really close, he actually meant like there's not much time left. Like it's almost here, basically, almost here. The comeback is almost here. And then He said like, I'm going to work really hard in a very cute way. Like, oh, I'm going to work hard, don't worry, something like that. So he is speaking very affectionately, almost babyish tone towards his fans. So when he posted it, it's very, very affectionate. Like he's just acting like a baby almost in his post. He also replied to some more posts. Someone said, "Thanks for the very entertaining live. JK makes me happy to see you relaxed and enjoying yourself." And he responded, I'm gonna live my life my way from now on. So root for me." Again, him emphasizing no one can push him to do things that he doesn't want to do. He will do things his way. Okay, I love that it is immortalized. Okay. Do you have questions before I move on to other things? Dodger Girl, I love Petco Park in SD, but I haven't been there in a long time. Yes, heavy is the crown. Bangi Luna said, Sandrar 7, I would love to see Bangtan babies. Jin would make a great dad. Someday, I'm sure we're going to see them. Do a hashtag of Jungkook rest. Give him a weekend off to pamper himself. Um, I'm sure that they will rest when they can. The thing is that they're so close to the comeback, they may be given like a day or two to just rest and sleep, but I don't think you will have time to vacation before the comeback. It's really close. I mean, if you are in the live music industry, this is when you actually and this is actually like really important for people to understand. No matter how long you prepare, the weeks before the start, you're still like rushing for something. It's like you still feel like you don't have enough, especially if you're the one performing. You could have started your performance 2 years ago. A week before the actual performance, you're still gonna realize, oh my God, like I'm not prepared. I think it's just, especially if you're a perfectionist when it comes to performance, it's just natural. Um Weverse just dropped a noise about their comeback. Yes, at least at least they must be happy for the success the album already has. I know 2 or 3 days should be enough. He needs a good spa days at least. I wish I could be in SK during this comeback. They just released a little schedule for BTS The City, Arirang Soul. BTS The City, Arirang Soul. Let's look at it so we can all look at it together. There's Dream Week. Okay, here. Let's look at it together. It's Power Hour, Abby Chimi said. Okay, so let's look at. Oh, this is what I was trying to share. Can you see it? Okay, so let's do this. Maybe I should do this. Okay, coming soon. Oh, nothing. So I guess just this the opening 320 opens on 320. The BTS The City, Arirang Soul. But they did okay, okay. They have something here. Okay. I'm trying to arrange my life. Share this tab. Do you see what I'm sharing? Okay. Okay. There you go. Okay, so we have so you know that I'm going there, right? So okay. We have BTS The City held alongside BTS World Tour Arirang will begin its journey in Seoul. BTS The City Arirang. So key program information, media facade. It's going to be in N Seoul Tower on the 20th. Love Song Lounge in Uido Hangang Park, 20 to the 22nd. So I guess I have my schedule cut out for me. April 6th to the 12th, Dongdaemun Design Plaza, Love Quarter, late March, early April, areas in Jongno, Junggu, and Yongsan-gu Park. I'm staying in Jongno. I'm gonna be staying in Jongno, Jongnugu. That's where we're staying, my daughter and I. Okay. So I'm gonna go to each of that. The announcement is actually in Weverse, but also they have a separate web page for it, but it's not open yet. So when it does, just bookmark the website so that you can see when they finally make any announcement. So I will be there on the 18th until the 30th, and then well, I'm landing on the 19th until the 30th, and then I'm coming back April for the concert. I'm going to be there 7th. Initially, I'm going to be leaving on the 13th, but if there's more to do, I can extend. Will you be live streaming while you are there, Miss Fairlane? Yes. So, okay. So, while before I go to this next topic, um, for those that in Patreon, YouTube, YouTube members, and also those that donated, I will provide a link so that many of the things that I will be doing there, I will live stream, but there are parts that I will only live stream for you guys, for the members of Patreon, members of YouTube, and also for those that donated through GoFundMe. So just wait for that. I'll put in the link. It's still YouTube, but it's going to be unlisted, and also some content will just be in Patreon. So just wait for that announcement. But yes, generally, I will be live streaming a lot of it. There are some interviews I'm trying to arrange, and much of it is going to be for the 2023 Gwangwamon book, a documentary. So, did you get your influencer? They didn't want to give it to me. They said that I can go. It's actually the working visa. I'm trying to get a working visa. And they were like, why do you need it? It's like if you're just a content creator, you can just use. Anyway, I'm still trying to work it out. My lawyer's trying to work it out and see if we can. Okay. Um, do you have questions before I go to the next topic? Where am I? Don't forget about charity concert tickets. Charity concert tickets. Oh yeah. Yes, I will not forget. Okay. So also if you haven't bought your tickets, there is a uh it's already open. So go to their website so that you can start. I bought mine I think 2 nights ago for the April 18 performance. So tonight, thank you so much to get lollipops in SK. So thank you so much, OT780W. So go to the website. You can start buying tickets now. I was able to buy for the 18th, and that will be the Tokyo show because on the 11th, I am actually in South Korea. I'm trying to buy tickets in South Korea. Did you get a new software to use? Not new software for live streaming. No, it's still the same software. Please don't forget to send me the link to the members only live stream. I'm not getting them. I am Claudia. Yes, I will start actually emailing them as well. Not just posting them. So I do post them on YouTube. I'll post them on YouTube, on Patreon, but I also will start emailing them. Okay, live streaming Seoul and live viewing Tokyo. Okay. Next, so go to their website. It's already live. So it's the website is btsliveviewing.com. Okay. Seda said, Bangi Luna, I can see you now. Okay. Hearts to Hearts Rude is phenomenal. I haven't actually listened to it. And of course, Suga did he just released his own commercial. It's for Samsung and it's for the earbuds. He looks so good. So I guess and it's also so I guess there are two ads, I think. One is for the earbuds and then the other is for their new phone where it's threefold. You can you can fold you can fold it, yeah, 3 ways. And then if you unfold it, it's like one big screen. Okay. Um, Film as much as you want. You can always cut down the rate or caption later. I want to live vicariously through you while you are there. I will just film, live stream everything. Okay. So some of it is going to be chaotic, but I will try to just live stream everything. I actually bought, anyway, I'll discuss that later. So so please go to the Samsung YouTube channel, all their official channels, and if you can like the videos and leave positive comments and also share it on your social media, please do that. But I think there is this one for the earbuds, and I think there's another one for the phone. So please share, like, comment on those. Okay. Time to sleep. Good night, Rani. Will you go to Suga's Brothers restaurant? I will go to Suga's Brothers restaurant, Jin's Brothers restaurant. I will probably head to Busan. I'll discuss that in a bit. Okay, so this is part of the commercial. So it matters that you hear it the way that I made it. So it's for the earbuds. So I guess this claim they are claiming that the earbuds of Samsung is actually way more accurate and way better than the earpods. Hear it exactly as it was made. He looks so good on this commercial. I feel vindicated. Haters said he wouldn't have collabs in Korea. Go Yoongi. Why will he not have collabs in Korea? That's kind of weird. RM Sisters Cafe. Yes. So I'm gonna live stream from there too. So okay. Let me finish this and I'll discuss. Like, I was able to work things out very, very well. Okay. So again, go to the websites of the brands and like it. Also, Jungkook released this CK commercial also for the spring collection. So if you can, please go to their website as well. The official YouTube channel, I think they uploaded two things. They might have uploaded more. There's the official commercial, and then there's another content which I haven't watched, but there's one more newer one than the official commercial. But please share the commercial, like it, comment on it. Okay, so these are some of the screenshots. There's the scar on his face because he fought with his brother. There's someone cursing us. I rebuke you. He fell off a scooter. He looks amazing. Unpaid or paid patron for your live streams. There will be some for just for the paid ones. I'll explain in a bit. But generally, there's also a lot of live streams that I'll be just doing for everybody, and that I'll do on YouTube. Sugar with long hair Rex hard. The video was cute with Rosie Perez. Yeah, so I think he's Mexican, right? Half Mexican, half Filipino, or something like this. Something like that. But again, they uploaded two commercials, so please actually do it. Oh, this was actually sent to me by someone, and I remember this very clearly. This was something that they did. Oh, before that, do you have any questions? V has been banking on ads like crazy. Paradise, Compost Coffee, Coca-Cola, Tier. He is making mega dollars. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Of course. Um, Rosie is Puerto Rican. Ah, okay. She's Puerto Rican. Lee agreed, Nadira. I upgraded to Buds 2 Pro because of Suga. I might upgrade again. Well, that's the thing. So I'm up to renew my phone line, and I'm thinking of shifting to Samsung just because of Suga. How's that? It's making me shift to Samsung. I've been an iPhone user for tw- ooh, 20 years, 15 years, no, 15 years maybe. Um, okay. So let me okay, next. So this was just a conversation I remember happening. This was like years ago. Warren said Samsung phones are great. That's what I keep on hearing about the phone, the camera, and stuff like that. So I'll try maybe. Okay. Um yeah, don't engage with the troll. Just block the troll. Okay, so Jungkook actually, so this was like years ago. Remember, there was a time when they actually like doing covers in and then they'd upload it in SoundCloud. And one of my favorite covers was actually that of RM and Jungkook. So Don't engage with the haters. Just block. Just block it. Fire butterfly, you're not blocked. I can still see you. You're not blocked, fire butterfly. So this was just a conversation, and this was when, like, I think I can't remember who posted it. It could have been RM who posted it, but he asked, like, it was wee hours in the morning, and he asked Jungkook to do a cover with him, and like Jungkook just did it like on like within hours or less than he sent the song to RM, and they posted it on SoundCloud. But one of my favorite ever was the cover of RM and Jungkook. So just remember this thing. The shaman is in the chat. Don't pay attention to him. Jungkook just sent a short cover. Wow, you're very good at singing songs like this. You grew a lot in singing. Jungkook said, "Oh, thank you." And then, are you going to post it? Okay, so that was just a conversation that I remember because someone sent it to me. And also this is another thing that someone sent to me. So they I think for like 3 days they were given a chance to go back to their hometown to just have a vacation and spend some time with their families. I think this was 2015, early 2015. And they yeah, so this was the live stream when Jimin went to the beach with his brother, but his brother was actually way into the distance, so you can't really make out his face, and his brother refused to actually come closer to the camera. So we do need to respect his privacy because he chose not to be exposed. So, but during that time, he was talking about like, oh, he needs to go back to Busan already. Like him going to the beach was actually his last stop, and then he was gonna meet with Jungkook, and they were gonna both board the train, take the train to go back to Seoul, South Korea. So it was just like because the person who sent it to me sent the entire video, and I was like, ah, yeah, this was so long ago. I forgot that. I've forgotten that um that there was a time when there were when they could actually go to the beach and no one would bother them. So um why am I in timeout? I'm the official troller. You're not in timeout, fire butterfly. I can see you. Who told you that you're in timeout? We can see you. We can see you, fire butterfly. You're not in timeout. You got a red message? No. You you have been placed in timeout by the owner of the video. I did not place you in timeout. No. How do I? No. No, I did not put anybody in timeout. Not even the troll. I'm not putting anybody in timeout. I can't see her. I did not put anybody on timeout. Not even the troll. I can't see here. I can't see her on here. Fairlane, Shi Wang is back trolling and maybe reported her. Maybe, but yeah, but it says that I put her on the owner of the video put her in time. I'm not putting anybody in timeout. Not even the troll. Not even the troll. And like I'm letting everything. Because I know she likes dealing with the troll, so I didn't really bother. So but no, Fire Butterfly, I did not. I did not put you on timeout. Um Nigma, I can see you. Perhaps an issue with the platform like you've had in the past or you have been hacked. Oh my gosh. Um okay. don't know. Wait, give me. Troll is still here, but I can't see fire butterfly. Weird that we can see the troll. I can't see the troll. You have been placed on timeout by the owner. I can see you now, fire butterfly, of this video or moderator. Edit and try again. I can see you now, fire butterfly. Hi. I also don't have a moderator. Okay, so fire butterfly, they said you're back. I am not putting you on timeout. I swear. Okay, okay, let's go back to what we're talking about. Um, so this is just a warning. So let's just be aware of what she did in the live stream. So I'm not going to talk in length about what she talked about in her live stream. I already did a video on that. It was pretty extensive. The bottom line is that this is a PR move. Let's not pay attention. So, but you know that she made a very, very calculated move um, in her live stream. And so you know the member that she is targeting. We don't have to say it, and I don't want um please don't mention her name. I guess she's just, let's just use Mama Roach or something. Please don't mention her name. But we we all know who is the member that she is targeting. And when she first posted about that, I really was pissed off. You know that because I expressed how frustrated I was in Patreon. So don't mention her name, call her Mama Roach or something, but don't mention her name. But just be aware that whatever she did in the in her press conference is very much a calculated move. And you can see what I'm talking about. It's a very calculated move. She's not done trying to drag people that she wants to drag in this drama because she's just really hoping to get some traction out of what BTS is about to do. So just be warned that she's going to continue releasing things. So she has more on her arsenal. She's probably going to release pieces of conversations or release pictures directly or indirectly. So be prepared that she's going to do that. I told you that the closer we get to to the actual comeback, then we will have more of this coming out. So she's not done. um they will continue dragging that member, and that's the member that she's going to target because she's getting a lot of traction on that, and probably the only one she really ever had access with. So be ready for that. So um Daniel will probably be presenting some arguments in court. I don't know when the first court hearing is for their case, but she will probably be presenting some arguments. It's a very calculated move for her to get a lawyer that is Fire Butterfly suggested let's start running the word pathetic when associating the crazy lady. So I agree. So Daniel is probably going to be, it's a very calculated move on her part to get a lawyer that is known for being anti her and anti Roach. So I think there are some things that she will actually be revealing in court, some arguments that she will be presenting in court, and that will put Mama Roach, in a bad light. Um, and so she will most likely lash out on everyone because there's no way she can lash out on Daniel because her game is that she's protecting Daniel. Also, I would like to encourage everybody to keep on emphasizing that New Jeans is actually with Ador. So Herin, for now, what we know is that Herin, Hayin, and Hani are all with Ador. So New Jeans is fine. They're probably already preparing for a comeback. So when anybody says they would like to protect New Jeans, then they should get in touch with Ador if they want to protect New Jeans. Daniel is an ex-member of New Jeans. She has already been fired, and she is facing legal cases against Hybe. So if there is really anybody who wants to protect New Jeans, they should go to Ador. Okay. I really like that Adore video. I saw your video about that this earlier. Okay. So do keep in mind that she's probably, when the court case begins and when Daniel starts presenting their arguments, it's going to reveal some things about her, because I think she's getting sued for like 40 million, is it not? Or something like that. But so she of course, Daniel on her part would not want to pay that fine, right? So she's probably going to deflect all the blame on Mama Roach. So if that is the case, that's going to make her really angry, and she can't afford to lash out on Daniel because, as I've said, her game play or her claims that she's protecting Daniel, um, so she's going to divert that on someone else, most likely on people that she has always been hating on. And that includes Eyelet, Le Seraphim, Hybe, probably a BTS member. Okay. Why were the reporters pissed? So the reporters kind of felt used, is what I um surmised from the things that they were talking about, because apparently she was late 6 minutes or more, and then when she spoke for about 5 minutes and then just refused to take any kind of questions. So for the reporters, like, what, you could have just released that as a statement, like an actual, like a press release, just, you could have just sent it to us and we would have printed it. So they felt used. They think that she's just trying to use them for her advantage. So that's the other thing. It's not going the way that she wants. So she's going to start lashing out big time. She's going to start lashing out. She knows that what she is offering now is not, hi, Arlise. What she's offering now will not be accepted by Hybe. And yet she still do it because what she wants is sympathy. She wants to appear like a hero. And again, if she does not achieve that goal, she's going to start lashing out on people, and she's going to start lash out on fandoms that are really critical on her. And of course, that's Army, Glitz, and Fear Nots. So do actually anticipate what she's about to do. Um, Still wants everything to revolve around her. So in the Asian Entertainment magazine, I printed her statement as is. So word for word, I translated it in. I will show you. Give me 1 second. But if you want some sources to fact check the things that she said, I printed it here. Okay. So, all right. So this is the wait, okay, there. The magazine. And in there, so I did publish the statement. Is it showing? Oh, maybe this one. Okay, so I did publish the statement as is, but I did fact checking. So, for example, she talked about that she mentioned in her statement that the court made it clear that the provocative framing of management takeover and tampering was illusory. That's not true. All the courts that have rendered their decision on any case that she's involved in, they all said that the same thing, and that she actually tried to take over Ador. She tried to get New Jeans to leave Hybe. So all of them said it. Even this court that said it's not breach, even this court stated that. So that's a false claim. That's wrong. And then she's offering 25.6 billion Korean won, and the total lawsuits that she's facing is 32.6 million, or 46.6 billion Korean won. So half, she's offering half to settle everything. And then she also said that she's trying to protect New Jeans, and I've already mentioned that the members of New Jeans are actually not being sued by Hybe. They are with Hybe. So the only one that is being sued by Hybe is not in New Jeans anymore. So in fact, what she is trying to do is that she is trying to protect, at least she's claiming to trying to protect Daniel and herself because it's her. Daniel has one lawsuit, but she has more lawsuits. So that's so if you need something to use to fact check a lot of the claims, that's one place for you to go. Okay. Yes. So just where am I? Okay. So just be careful of that because she's not done with that one member. That's my biggest concern. And then the other thing, she's just gonna try and lash out and just release whatever she can. Remember that her game plan is to continue nurturing that other side, the ones that hate Hype because they're the ones that will support her. So she needs to keep on feeding them. That's how she will keep her stature, and that's how she will guarantee her success. So just be careful. I would really discourage mentioning any member of BTS's name together with her name because it's just going to give her more attention. So again, you can mention her name, but don't mention any name of a BTS member, or you can mention a BTS member without mentioning her name. Okay. Um, have you seen Jungkook's photo with a fan? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Still can't. Still can't. Where's that? Still can't stand fully behind her actions alone. Not to mention, she wants to give up the put option after the court said no to seizing the deposit account from Hybe. I thought it was amusing that she made reporters take her curated photo to release with the article instead of their photo. She really did not like the photos they had taken previously. Don't even mention BTS with her name. Yeah, just don't mention BTS with her name. Okay. Do you have questions before I go on to the next topic? Let me stop sharing. Okay. Any questions before I go to the next topic? We have 30 minutes, I think we can do. And then after that, I'll discuss my schedule in Seoul. Her face is a tad puffy now. There's actually one photo that I found very amusing. The associations and entertainment industry are getting sick of the behavior and influence it can give on country's GDP. No questions. Okay, so Yunjin is actually in Milan right now to attend the Fashion Week. Yes, I'll get to Cordis. She is in Milan right now to attend Fendi Fashion Week. It's odd because they haven't actually announced her as a brand ambassador, and she specifically mentioned Yunjin. She mentioned that she was invited as a guest, or at least I'm so happy that they invited me as a guest. So I guess it's not she's not a brand ambassador yet. Maybe in the future. I don't know. But she did draw a huge crowd. And also I'm very thankful for Bang Chan, the leader of Stray Kids, because he was pretty protective of her during the during the fashion week because there are a lot of people trying to get to her. And Bang Chan, as you can see, he was doing his absolute best. Who is Yoonjin, member of Les Seraphim, member of Les Seraphim. So he was doing his absolute best to make sure that people will keep her distance from her. So I'm happy that he was protecting Yoonjin, and also still mannered hands because he wasn't really touching Yoonjin. He was just warding off people. Okay, so some industry updates. The after so remember, Bang Chan is a gentleman always, yeah, and he's a good friend of Jungkook actually. Okay, so if you would remember last week, sorry. Okay. So if you would remember last week, or week after or week before, I mentioned that Google acquired a Lyria. And this is the AI where you can input your poetry or your thoughts or whatever, and then put upload some pictures. Thank you for the AI to know what kind of mood you want, and it's going to turn it into a song. Now they acquired producer AI, and this is the AI that kind of produces the song for you. So they're out to actually make music. That's where they're headed. They just don't wanna admit it. Thank you, thank you. So, but just an update, they are going full on to actually do that. And then, but there is a company that will actually distribute your song for you. So once you're done producing your song in AI, they'll distribute your song for you. Oh my gosh. It's fun. This is hilarious what's happening. Okay, so and then Live Nation and Ticketmaster, as you know, is actually being sued by FTC. You know that, right? And so last, I think 2 weeks ago, Live Nation and Ticketmaster released a scathing statement, essentially telling FTC to quit it, like stop harassing us or something like that. Like it's time to move on. We want to get down to business and whatever. And they posted it, I believe, in their own website, and they distributed it. And FTC was so mad at they're like, no, we're going to face you in court. So they refused to back down. Did I try it? I have not. Should I try it? Okay, I'll try it just for the fun of it. So they actually um so a federal judge in New York refuses to dismiss the bid to refuses to dismiss the case. So they are pursuing the case. And essentially it's still the same case because FTC, Federal Trade, they still say they are claiming that Live Nation and Ticketmaster um have monopoly over ticketing, and it's act FCC. um so they are saying that Ticketmaster is doing all of these things to overprice the tickets. So one is monopoly. Second is that they're also owning second hand, like reselling platforms. And also they're not doing enough to combat uh, resellers that are overpricing. So they want to take it to court. So let's see what's going to happen. But I am hopeful that this is actually one time when I'm actually siding with the government. So I hope that they really will continue with this lawsuit. This year, so they just released their 2025 statement, and they made a lot of money. So this is their financial report, and they are, so if you actually do the if you show, if they, here's actually the complete report. So they went up, so year on year it's from 4.5 to 5.14 billion. That's how much they earned. um so they went up a lot, and all because that's more than, I'll say 10%, maybe they went up 10%. So even with inflation, they still made a lot of money. So, and it's all because of all these illegal practices when it comes to reselling. I believe firmly that tickets should not be resold for more than what it was originally bought for. Number one, if you buy those tickets, the owner is not going to, the artist is not going to benefit from it. The only one that's earning will be the reseller, which I'm totally against. I'm okay giving BTS my money. I'm not okay giving it to scalpers. Okay, but it's a lot of earnings. So they went up a lot by this year in 2025. And it's all because there's also a lot of artists that went on tour. Okay. Now for Ador, they released a short film. A lot of people are assuming that many of the cast members are actual trainees of Ador, specifically because some names were actually put in all caps, uppercase in the credits. We don't know, but I think it's a cute video. Did you like it? Didn't Olivia Rodrigo did something to stop this? Even, well, there's several artists that have tried to actually do something about it. So I think for BTS, they're not allowing the reselling of the tickets for more than the original sell price. That's what I understand. So you do need to pay for the transaction fee, but other than that, I think they're not allowing for the reselling for like ridiculous amount. I know that there are some artists who have taken the same because they can. The management company and the artist can actually tell Ticketmaster, you can't resell the tickets for more than a certain, like for more than like 10% or something. And also they wanted to show the final price when you purchase. So those are the things that they did. Okay. Uh so I don't, did you love it? Did you like it? I like it. So there's, I think I kind of see where they are going, like creatively. I see where this is headed. By the way, the creative director is actually the same creative director Ador has had for the longest time, so she's still there. But I kind of appreciated that she is actually doing something totally different from what Ador has done before. So Ador has been so the previous Ador has been so focused on looking natural. It's actually curated and idealized version of youth, right? It's not natural because it's a curated, idealized version of youth. If you want something natural, you go A23. That is that is the look that's actually natural, where you're not, there's almost no makeup, like let them be awkward. That's natural. Her version is not natural. That's the idealized version of youth. So it's very glamorous. If you look at it, there's like sepia, the coloring is so okay. So very nostalgic, idealized version of nostalgia. Now, I appreciate that Adore is actually going into the fantasy, limitless, crazy kind of concept, because they're really saying that we're just going to go wherever. We're not going to set any kind of limit, because the different rooms that they entered had different types of feel in them. You have water, so very fluid, very relaxed, and then you have that fantastic side of them where there is the big animal. Um, by the way, this is that guy is a model and that girl is a singer. I think they're both Japanese, I believe. And they both live or stay in Korea. So so that you have that water room where it's like fluid and relaxed in nature, and then the other room was like party, and then you have the fantasy kind of room. So I think it's very clear what they're trying to communicate, or what this creative director is trying to communicate, and that is that we're not going to be bound by what used to be done. We're not going to be bound by a single concept. They're going to be exploring different looks, different feel, and I'm all for that. Also, I just really love the visuals. I love the color, I love the approach. I love the weirdness of it. I love how like lost people are with what they're trying to say. So I'm really looking forward to it. So if you go to for example, their X channel, not their X channel, their X account, they uploaded several more things. On the Hype channel, the short film was what was uploaded. And then if you go to their official social media accounts, there are more things that they uploaded. If anything, the past concept wasn't original anyway. It's not original. I mean, even for her, even for Min, she's actually used that so many times already before. So she's actually stuck in that same concept. She might try something different now. I don't know. She's very heavy on AI. But in general, yes, that concept is not original. So, and also not natural, because they keep on using that word in the concept. It's not. It's an idealized version of youth. Okay, so do you have questions? Yep, yep. Then said goodbye when we ignored. It was an attention getter. Oh, the troll, is he gone? It will be fun to watch the new Adore bloom. It will be fun, but as I've mentioned to you before, that I think, as a branding and as a branding and as a marketing person myself, sometimes it's just way easier to start from zero than to start with something negative and absolutely destroyed, which is what she's doing right now. So it's a real challenge if she actually manages to recover and to give breath in, breathe in, blow, bring it to life. Okay, there you go. Bring it back to life. That's going to speak of how good she is as a branding person, as a marketing person. Okay. I find it more Asian chic though, which I like. Asian chic. Yeah. The short film was an attention getter. Yeah. Okay. So next is that. So Cordis is actually going to release their album in April. Okay. But from here to April, they have several, we have 14 minutes, ma'am. Yes. Between now and April, they're going to be releasing um, some projects, some major projects. They've actually started releasing them. But the major thing is that they are the next target. They are going to be the next target because the timing is going to be questioned. Trying to be careful on what to say. So the timing is going to be questioned because BTS is going to release on March, and then they're going to be releasing on May. So people are going to they're going to be playing it. So do remember that everyone can kind of see the potential of Cordis. They know that. They the they're clearing everybody. They're already clearing everybody. So so they're in terms of records, in terms of streams, they're clearing everybody. And that other person that we were talking about earlier will be launching a boy band, a boy group. She was very specific about releasing a boy group. She's going to be targeting them next. So, and the number one accusation is that um, they are riding on, number one, they are going to piss on Cordis's hip hop concept. So they are going to, it's the usual accusation of Asians doing hip hop. You know what I'm talking about. So that is the number one criticism that will be highlighted by that camp. Okay. Second is that they're going to be accused of payola. They're doing so well in streaming. I think they already reached 100 million, I think, in total streams or something like that. So they're going to be accused of payola. Also, do remember that Cordis is the first group of big hit that debuted when they already have all of these resources and network in the West. Okay, so even TXT did not enjoy that. And of course, BTS didn't. So BTS was the one who built these connections and all of these networks. So they're going to be accused of payola. People are going to say that Hybe America is using the same strategies as other major labels, other majors basically in the US, which is playlisting, paying Spotify, all of those things. Okay, Travis Scott and Playboy Cardi 2.0 people are going to say. They've been saying that. So I've explained that this is a young crew. They are 16 and 17 or 17 and 18 nowadays. It's just James that's actually 20 or 21. So of course you're going to hear their influences. They're young. That's what you do when you're young, right? But eventually they're going to evolve and they're going to develop their own sound that's very, very distinct. Um, okay, so they're going to be accused of payola. Um, but this is going to be a result of the major North American push. For the rest of the year, when they release their album, majority of their promotions will happen in North America and Europe. The concentration is going to be there. And that's a strategic move. They Big Hit and Hybe are going to gain a lot of leverage and advantages because of BTS's comeback. So it's natural that whatever network or resource that they're going to gain as a result of BTS's comeback, they will be using for their other artists. That's just natural. That's how business works. Um, so they will, but it's going to be framed as if TX Cordis is only popular because of those resources and networks. Um, TXT seems to have quiet strength, solid, their big fan base. They have a big fan base for sure. Um, so and then James is going to be pitted against other trainee A members. So these are all media talking points that you can expect to hear. So there's this one part in, I think, in Asian Artist Award, when James and another trainee A member crossed paths and they were criticizing James for not greeting that other member. So they're saying that there is bad blood between James and the other members, primarily because James stayed, but they're going to hype on that. So expect a lot more videos to come out, a lot more people posting about it. But do expect that they're going to pity James against other ex trainee A member. For the record, like most of the ones that are like those that are considered to be the most popular in trainee A, they have spoken very highly of Hybe and Big Hit, and they've said that it was them who actually decided to leave. It that they were not being asked to leave. They were the ones who actually left. Okay. So the number one issue that they're going to be raising is that they're going to be riding on the fame of BTS. So be prepared for that. Um it is not it's not an accident that she decided she was going to launch a boy band instead of a girl group. It is by design because of Cordis. Um, okay, Wu Chan of ADP is the only guy from Trainee A. No, all of them debuted already, right? All of them, even Leo debuted already. Is there one member that has not debuted? I think all of them did already. Okay. They're clearly talented. If you see nonsense about Cordis, block, do not engage. Because a lot of Cordis fans are young. They're also new in this K-pop game, so a lot of them are still engaging. I think Jihoon from TWS is also trainee A. I think so, trainee A as well. Leo is in what is he not in Zero Base One? All the trainee A members have found something. Okay. So what is trainee A? Is that a new group? Trainee A is the group that trainee A is the group that was supposed to be that was supposed to debut after TXT. So they were training for a really long time. They were put together, and then they were, I would say, like a year away from training. But instead of hiding them, BTS actually, not BTS, but Big Hit actually decided to expose them already. So they had their own YouTube channel and they would upload content. And instead of the usual outside of the usual training, so they usually do the usual training system that they have, but what was unique about trainee A was that they were given exposure to actually do dance battles in New York, Los Angeles. They were asked to do like rap battles, and they will upload that on camera. So they developed a really, really strong fan base even before they debuted. And then things just went south. And then before you knew it, there were some controversies, but Hybe and the members themselves, and then one by one, they started leaving. Now, the members themselves, the former trainee A members, stated that it wasn't because of the controversies that they left. They just decided to leave. They think it's going to be better for another company. Only James stayed, and then eventually James debuted with Cordis. Okay, I want to talk a little about my trip just so you know what to expect. But unless you have questions, they are so young, so their background and influences aren't well known, and unfortunately, too many YouTube woke channels trying to bank on accusations against K-pop. Fortunately, fans of all colors speak up. Cordis reminds me so much of the late 90s to early 2000s rock BNG meets modern hip hop. Alpha Drive One. Okay, I think that's where Leo is in. Okay, Okay, so mention the chat. Oh, mention. Okay, yeah. You keep on. You always remind me. Thank you so much. Okay, so please like the video and also go to the channel. Go to the online magazine, asianentertainmentandculture.com. So I want to discuss, we have about 6 minutes. I want to discuss a little about the trip. So just in case you have any requests, let me know. So number one, now that they kind of released at least a portion of what they're going to be doing or expecting, I'm going to do a live stream on all of that. So, and a lot of the live stream is going to end up in the YouTube channel, this channel. So you can just tune in here and you will get most of what I'm going to be doing. But there will be, I'm arranging some stuff. So some things that I'm arranging, I will most likely do in Patreon. And also, I will be sending a link to, and also the YouTube members. And also, I will be sending a link to everybody who um, donated via GoFundMe. Okay. So if you donated in GoFundMe, but you're not a paid member in um, YouTube or Patreon, you will still get access to the live streams. Just check your email because that's where it's going to end up in your email. I'll send you the links. Okay, so that's one. Second, I will be going to Busan and I'm also going to Daegu and Ilsan in this trip. Okay. And then in the next trip, I'm going to do the other hometowns of the other members. So if there's anything, the goal for me, I will be dropping by Z Millennial Cafe for sure, but I will also be going back into the other um their hometown, like the area where they grew up. So those things, so I'm not going to invade their privacy. I'm not going to invade anybody's privacy. I just want to do a walk around, eat in some of their favorite restaurants. I want to visit the schools where they went. I think, I'm pretty sure Jimin's school actually already was converted into an educational center or something like that. It's not a school anymore, but I'm going to go to all of those places. But if there's anything, I might also go to the in the soup um place that they had where they shot that um the in the soup. So I might go there. I I kind of want to stay a night, but because it's so expensive, unless I can bring in like 8 people to stay with me, then I'll probably just do a day tour. But you can actually stay. You can stay for a day. Or how many days, because it's an actual Airbnb. Um yes, so I'll go to Suga, I'll go to Ilsan, RM's hometown, and then Daegu and then Busan. Okay, so my point is that if there's anything that you want me to do, shoot me an email. Any place that you want me to visit, I will be putting the places that I will be visiting on Patreon, also for YouTube live members, sorry, YouTube members, and also for those that um, donated. But if there's anything outside of what I'm going to be showing you, if you have any requests, let me know, and I will be more than happy to do that. Also, do remember that this trip, when I started raising GoFundMe, it was all because I wanted to do the book and the documentary. So majority of the things that I will be doing will be directed towards that, because I want to gather materials that will that can help improving what it is that they actually contributed to the global music industry. If I remember, she said that I was just wondering if it is open to all. Fearling, can you get me Yoongi? If I can, then I'll get him for myself first, and then you. How long you will be in South Korea? So the 18th is when I'm leaving, all the way until the 30th, and then I will be there for the first concert in April. So I'm going to be there initially from the 8th until why 13th, but I can extend. I will most likely extend because I'm gonna go visit Anyang, for example, the other hometowns of the other members. Hybe Insight, if it is open, I'm going, but right now it's not open yet. I don't know if they're going to be going, if they're going to open. I think season 2 is the only one that has a tour. Yes, season 2. In your documentary, are you going to ask people what was their BTS gateway song? Yes, gateway song. Yes. So I will try to interview people that will be attending the Gwangwamon, and also just people that are visiting. I'll be trying to do that. I'll be visiting some cafes as well. Thank you for your great live, some information. No second place. A lot of SIBs have cafes now. Will you visit them? Yes, so I'm going to the restaurant of Suga's brother, the new restaurant of Jin's brother. I was there in their previous restaurant. So yes, hope to see you. And then the sister of RM. That's the area where I will be staying, very close to her. So I'll probably get my morning coffee in her in her cafe. Do we have any idea when anything is going to be released for BTS? The album art, anything? Nope, nothing. Who will take care of Debak while you're gone? Your mom? Yes, she'll be taking care of Debak. So I hope to bring her next time. Um, there's just some things that got in the way, but hopefully next time I can bring her and Debak. I wanted to bring Debak, but because I'm going to so many places, he will be left alone in the Airbnb for most of the time. So I'm kind of worried about that. Does Jimin's dad still have the cafe? Yes. Yes. If you, it would be interesting if you could go to the dog cafe where he went to his friendship date, if it still exists. Jungkook, you mean? Yes, I'll try that. Okay, I'll try that. I put that there. Okay. So wait for my emails and my post. I'll post my schedule so that you know where I'm going and you kind of have an idea where I can actually go live. Um so just again, um in YouTube, if you're a paid member, I'll post it there, Patreon, and also on your email if you donated in via GoFundMe. So just wait for my email. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody. Take that back to see if you can meet Bam at the doggy daycare. I should, right? Next time I will. All right. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you for being with me. Bye.